So, good morning everyone once again. Let us start exercise 8.1, last question, that is question number 12. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to CD. Let me check if someone is there in the waiting room. 1 second. Yes, Misty Chawla. Okay. Now, so ABCD is a trapezium. Let me draw the trapezium first. It is something like this. In this question, diagram is very important. So this is a trapezium ABCD. Just try to understand whatever you can take from any chapter. Lines and angles, triangles, and this chapter also. All chapters will help you here. So they are saying ABCD is a trapezium given ABCD is a trapezium. Second thing they are saying is AB is parallel to CD, because we all know in trapezium one pair of opposite side is parallel. So it is given to us that this AB and this CD are parallel. Then they are saying AD equal to BC. Also AD equal to BC. Such trapeziums in which the non-parallel sides are equal are known as isosceles trapezium. Okay. Now these two are given equal to you. We have to prove angle A equal to angle B. Now let us give some name it. Angle A suppose I call 1, angle B suppose I call 2. So I have to prove or angle 1 equal to angle 2. First thing. Second thing, we have to prove angle C equal to angle D, or we can say it is 3 and 4. So angle 3 equal to angle 4. I have told you they are giving names like this because this angle A is not being divided anywhere. So we can call it angle A. Okay. If angle A was like this, and if you say angle A, it is wrong because this doesn't clarify whether you're talking about this angle or this angle. But in the figure, angle A is alone. It is not being shared anywhere. So we can say it as angle A also. Okay. Now, okay. Now, the third thing is we have to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle BAD, and finally diagonal AC equal to BD. So all of you are ready? Shall I start the question now? Confirm fast. Are you able to understand what is given to you? So we all are ready with the given things. We can start the operation now. First of all, we cannot prove this. First thing is we cannot prove this right now because whatever way you go, you will not be able to prove. Moksha saying just prove the third part and all answers are there. Okay, but you have to go in sequence. Okay, beta, you have to go in sequence because first part you have to prove first, na? Let me see. Aditi Lal, Jivan Chopra, Shreya Gupta, Ishan. Very good. Come at 8:30, na? No issue. Now, see, in this case, we have to do a construction. So let me write construction. The construction is we have to extend AB. Construction is extend AB and draw a line through C. Extend AB, draw a line through C which is parallel to DA, parallel to DA, that is this line DA, and it is intersecting to intersect AB extended at E. So what we have done is we have extended this line AB. Sir, if we haven't done this question, then how will we know in exam that we have to extend AB? You will know when you have nothing to do. Okay. Because the thing that comes to your mind is somehow I want to prove this a parallelogram. If I can prove it a parallelogram, my things will be easy. The question occurs, how will you prove it parallelogram? By making a diagram. One second, let me make it a dotted one. This is wrong because it is a construction. It should be dotted one like this. This is the diagram. Okay. Now see, that's why I'm saying you have to practice many questions. Then only you will get an idea how to solve a particular question. Life is like this only. Whatever we face today will help us tomorrow in different situations. Okay. So let's start the proof. First of all, it was given to me that AB and DC are parallel. Yes, class, it is given to me as AB is parallel to CD. Beta, there is no surety. Question may come from anywhere. Okay, the concept will remain the same. Now, as AB and CD are parallel, therefore, can we say AE parallel to CD? Class, please confirm. If AB and CD are parallel, can we say the complete AE and complete DC is also parallel? Please confirm. Can we say yes? So first thing we have got AE parallel to CD. Second thing, by construction we have done is AD parallel to CE. Also AD is parallel to CE. This was given to us and this is by construction. Class, what can we say about this quadrilateral ADCE? What can we say about the quadrilateral ADCE? It is a parallelogram construction. So as two pairs of opposite sides are equal, therefore AECD is a parallelogram. And with this, all our problems will be rectified now. Let us see how. See, we have to prove the first part, angle 1 equal to angle 2. Before that, we have to see the other alternative because it cannot be proved directly. So let us see. Let me call it first. What we can say is AD is equal to CE. Yes, class. Can we say AD and CE are equal? Where it is given that AD is parallel to CE. Very good, Moksh. Very good, Moksh. Yes, Moksh is asking where it was given that AD and CE are parallel. Moksh, it was me, the constructor, who constructed the line CE in such a way, in such a fashion that it was parallel to AD. Okay, it was me only who did this. That is why I'm saying by construction. You can see the reason by construction. I'm not saying it is given. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now you got it. Okay. So class, can I say AD equal to CE? Because opposite side of a parallelogram. Yes, class. Now I know this thing, but given to me was AD equal to BC. It was given to me. What do we get from this, class? If AD equal to CE because it is opposite side of a parallelogram and AD equal to BC because it was given to us, what can we say? We can say that BC equal to CE because left hand side is equal. That means right is also equal. So therefore CE is equal to BC. That means this triangle is a isosceles triangle. So I can make a dash here also. This shows that AD equal to BC equal to CE. Yes. So we all know opposite angles to a isosceles triangle are equal. Let me call this angle 5. Let me call this angle 6. And we can say implies angle 5 is equal to angle 6 because isosceles triangle. Now, till now, any issue? Anyone? Kamaljot? Kamaljot? Mishti? Beta, any issue till now? No issue, are you saying? Others, please say. Please confirm. Those who were saying it is difficult. Ishan? No. Okay. So we are trying to make a story. behind this. So we have got this 5 equal to 6. Now, as I've told you, there is no direct relation between 1 and 2, but there is a relation between 1 and 6. Can you tell me what is the relation between 1 and 6? Class, can you tell me what is the relation between 1 and 6? Try to think, it is very easy. Yes, they are, class, 1 and 6 are adjacent. Oh, ho, Rudra, what happened? Angle 1 and 6 are adjacent angles, and in a parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. That means angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, can you see any relation between 2 and 5? Class, is there any relation between 2 and 5? Yes, Utkarsh, very good. Oh, Mishti asking how. Mishti, beta, when we move forward, we should not forget what we have done earlier. In a parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, this is a property. In a parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, Mishti, Mr. Beta, confirm please. You got this property or shall I explain this again? Okay, you got this. So we have seen there is a relation between 1 and 6 and there is a relation between 2 and 5. I think this relation will help us to prove the first part. What do you say? Let us see. Well, let us see. Let us see. Okay, Parky saying please repeat. Parky, did you got this? We have got angle 5 equal to angle 6. Parky, you got this point that how we got angle 5 equal to angle 6? Parky, Parky, yes. So, so this 5 and 6 will help us to prove 1 equal to 2. For that, I have to understand what is the relation between 1 and 2 and 5 and 6. So Parky, I got that this angle 1, let me take a red pen. I got this angle 1 and this angle 6 are forming adjacent angles of a parallelogram, so they are supplementary. Is it okay, Parky? 1 and 6 are supplementary angles because they are adjacent angles. Is it okay? Okay. Second thing, Parky, I got is angle 2 and angle 5 are forming linear pairs. Okay, Parky. So I have got two relations between angle 1 and 6 and angle 2 and 5. That relation will help us to prove the first part. Let us see now. See. So we can say angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree because adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Second thing, also angle 2 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree because linear pairs of angles, and class we all know if right hand side is equal, that means left hand side is also equal. Now I understand, or I think that you are able to understand that how we are approaching. It was not able to be proved directly, so we are proving it indirectly. Class, is it clear till now? Yes, Ayush, very good. We can say angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 5. And now we all know that 6 and 5 are equal. So let us cut them and we have got the answer. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. So first part is proved. Till now, any issue you can ask. Anyone, any issue you can ask. The thing is, I have reached indirectly to the answer. I have reached indirectly to the answer. Yes, Vaishnav. Very good. If any issue, I can repeat fast. Okay. First part was this much long. Tell what about other parts. Okay. Okay. Vaishnav is saying, how is 1 equal to 2, 5 equal to 6? Wow, Vaishnav. But first of all, 5 equal to 6 we have got here above. This thing. You can see First, we have proved it a parallelogram. As AB is parallel to CD, we can say this AE is parallel to CD, complete AE is parallel to CD, and complete this equal to this thing. Vaishnav, beta, you are asking very late. They all are not equal. 5 is equal to 6, first of all. These 5 and 6 are equal because they are opposite to equal sides. And I have used this 5 and 6 to prove this thing. Okay? Vaishnav, 5 and 6 are equal because they are opposite to equal sides. Okay? Now, let us see the second part now. Let me rub this. If you have any confusion, you can watch again this on the channel. Now taking the second part. Utkarsh is giving the answer. You also have to understand. Second part is proof C equal to D. Try to use your mind and think, how can you prove C equal to D? It is very easy. Just think for a while. It is very easy. Again, here also you will be helped by angle 5 and angle 6. Angle 5 and 6 will help you in this part also. Try to think, how can we prove this? Class, please think, how can we prove this part also? Okay, now if you have got, it's okay. Let us see now the second part. We have to prove angle 3 equal to angle 4. Now, if you observe angle 4 and angle 6, what can you say about angle 4 and angle 6, class? What can you say about angle 4 and angle 6? You have to observe everything. Yes, they are opposite angles of a parallelogram and they are equal. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6 because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Very easy. Second thing, class, we have got a relation between 6 and 4. What is the relation between 5 and 3? Moksh, very good, beta. No, beta, Moksh, you're going wrong in this case. Angle 3 is not that which you are thinking. Moksh, I will clear this to you. Yes, class. What is the relation between 5 and 3? They are alternate interior angles. So angle 5 is equal to angle 3 because alternate interior angles. I'm trying my level best to make this question easy for you. You just have to understand how we are approaching. Okay, we have to use everything. Okay. Okay, so we can say as angle 6 is equal to angle 3, therefore angle 4, sorry, angle 6 or angle 5 hai na? Sorry. As angle 6 and 5 are equal, we have got the connecting link. We can say angle 4 equal to angle 3. Yes, class? Sir, could we directly do it with angle opposite to equal sides are equal? No, we cannot do that. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Very good question. Vaishnav, very good question. Class, Vaishnav is saying, कि sir, quadrilateral ABCD in this AD equal to BC. Vaishnav is saying, sir, this side and this side is equal. Can't we say directly 4 equal to 3 because they are opposite to equal sides? Class, what do you say? Vaishnav is correct. Vaishnav is saying कि as AD is equal to BC, can we say angle 4 equal to angle 3? Class, are you able to understand what he is asking? Let me show you again. Vaishnav is saying this thing. Vaishnav is saying, sir, we know this side is equal to this side. Can't we say that angle opposite to equal sides are equal? Is he correct? Is he correct in saying this? Moksh, you're going wrong way. Yes, Utkarsh, it is a property of triangle. This was a property of triangle, Vaishnav. Beta, this world is not that, what you say, that easy, na, that you can use each property everywhere. That property was for triangle. If two sides are equal in a triangle, then angles opposite to them are equal. Okay, you cannot apply the property of triangle here. Vaishnav, you got it now? That is why I am doing this much of mehnat. Else I would have also done the same thing. Okay. Now class, we have got the second part. Now comes the third part. I think you can prove third part very easily on your own. Still, till the time I am rubbing it, I want you all to try this on your own. Try the third part fast. It is very easy. You know all the things which are required to prove it congruent. Just try it once. Now the question is very easy after first part. Please try. We have to prove we have to prove A, D, C, B. Triangle ABC, that is this triangle, is congruent to triangle BAD, bad. So tell me the first thing that you have got. Class, please tell me the first thing. First thing is AB equal to AB, common. Moksha, good beta. Second thing is this angle A is equal to angle B. We have proved already. Angle A is your 1, angle B is your 2. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2, proved already. And the third thing is, class, third thing is AD equal to BC. So we can say by side, angle side by SAS, triangle A, what is the name of triangle given to you? ABC congruent to PAD. I trust the question that it must have given the correct name. Okay, now the last part is very easy. Diagonal AC. You can see AC is first and third, and diagonal BD. BD is first and third. So AC is equal to BD by CPCT. So class, so was it okay for you now? Were you able to understand the question now? I know it was difficult, but I tried my level best to make it easy for you. Were you able to understand now? Okay. Feeling better now. Okay. The next is midpoint theorem. Time is very less, so I'm just giving you a hint and I want you all to prove that theorem on your own. Okay. Now, the next topic is midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem. Now, what is midpoint theorem? This theorem says if you have a triangle like this, suppose triangle is A, B, C. The theorem says line joining the midpoints of two sides. So the first statement is saying line joining the midpoints of two sides. Suppose this is midpoint D, this is midpoint E. The line joining the midpoints of two sides is parallel to third side. That means if D and E are midpoints, and so that this line DE will be parallel to BC and is half of it, and DE equal to half of BC. Class, are you able to understand what I am saying? It is saying that if a line is there which joins midpoint of two sides, then this line will be parallel to the third side and will be half of it. Are you able to understand the theorem? Please confirm. Theorem is saying line joining midpoint of two sides is parallel to third side and is half of it. Okay, Moksh is asking D is midpoint of AB, E is midpoint of AC. Yes, beta. So the condition is if D and E are midpoints, then this is the theorem. Class, in short, this is the theorem. If D and E are midpoints and you join them, that line which is formed, though that line is parallel to third side, that is BC, and is half of it. Similarly, if I gave you a different case, suppose triangle is this one. Are you asking AD equal to BD? AD equal to, yes, beta. When it is half, when it is midpoint. Acha, Moksha asking how. That, beta, that will be proof part. How it came, that will come in proof part. Okay. Sir, please explain again, Mr. Chawla. Okay, Mr. See, Mr. You have a triangle ABC. Suppose D is midpoint. If D is a midpoint and F is a midpoint. If D and F are midpoint of AB and BC, Misty, please see, if D is a midpoint of AB and F is a midpoint of BC, then the line joining these midpoints, the line joining this midpoints, that is DF, will be parallel to, class, please tell me, this DF will be parallel to which side? Third side. And the third side is, very good, third side is AC. And also it is half of, it is half of the AC. So DF is parallel to AC and DF is equal to half of AC. Okay, this is a proof. I want you all to try from your side to prove this, that how we can prove this thing. In this also, we have to do a construction. We have to extend the DE and we have to make a parallel line like this. I want you all to try this proof on your own time. I will not give any hints. Okay. Thank you. Now let me close the recording. Okay.